Nyo, nyo, nyo. Nyo, nyo, nyo. Manchester United. But I actually want to go in the middle. Kita nak sentuh pasal Arsenal sebenarnya. Kerana ada satu insiden yang berlaku over the weekend dalam perlawanan melibatkan Leeds dan juga Arsenal, di mana Pepe, player Arsenal, dan juga Alioski, defender daripada Leeds United, ada pertelingkahan yang berlaku throughout the game, and eventually Pepe headbutted the player and got sent off with a red card. But you see, that's not the issue. Issue dia, lepas tu, after that, what happened was, on social media, tons of Arsenal fans all over the world, including Malaysia, including UK and whatnot, and you know, Arsenal fans are all around the world. They chanted lots of racist remarks towards Pepe. Banyak tindakan-tindakan rasis, kata-kata kesat yang diluahkan terhadap Pepe, dan itu adalah sesuatu yang sangat tak cool. Dekat Malaysia pun, dekat Astro Arena pun, kita ada hashtag rembat racism, because that's something that we don't condone and we will never. So Datuk Sri, when you see things like that happen, right, and players get, kalau tengok player macam Pepe yang, he came with so much promise dalam club tu, tapi he hasn't performed yet up to his level. Tapi bila tengok Pepe dikena kecaman rasis seperti itu, I mean, what else can we say? What else can we do on our part untuk, you know, make sure benda ni dikurangkan barangkali?
No, I mean, I supported this movement called Say No to Racism in the UK. And there is no excuse for racism, whatever the football.
Yeah.
And, you know, in Malaysia, it's also a big problem.
Yeah.
I used to coach a team of underprivileged children.
Right.
And I remember going to watch them play. And then masa tengah game tu, bila budak-budak marah with each other, the racist words used, I got so angry.
Wow.
I jumped onto the field, I shouted at the referee. And the referee said, "Are you mad? This is how we always talk."
What on earth?
Yeah, so we must educate our children from young that what is the definition of racism, what you can say, what you cannot say, even when you're angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we must stamp out racism, not just in international football, but let's start at home here in Malaysia.
Exactly. Tan Sri, I mean, how would you echo what Tan Sri, Datuk Sri just said about racism, not just, you know, overseas, as we see it happening again and again and again. And, you know, now, despite the whole Black Lives Matter movements and how they bow before games and whatnot, and you still see this happening.
Yes, it's very sad to see that, because, as Dato Sri said, I entirely agree with what he said. It is something, I don't know, you know, how you can overcome that. But when it happens, even I, sitting in my armchair watching TV, get very angry.
Yeah.
And you say, you know, how the hell can we stop this nonsense? But it happens. And I think the authorities may have to see whether they can impose some kind of, you know, ruling where they will not be allowed to attend anymore.
Yeah,
you know,
but in this day and age, Tan Sri, because you have social media,
it's all over the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard, because, you know, how do you screen through hundreds and thousands of comments on social media, and that could lead to, you know, him being mentally disturbed as well. Because, I mean, I work in this industry and I get negative comments from time to time by viewers who are not my fans specifically, and that affects me sometimes, you know. So imagine a player of his caliber, Datuk Sri, and you know, when they read comments like this, and it's got nothing to do with his performance on the field pun.
No.
Tak ada kaitan pun, kan?
But, you know, I think the platforms have something to answer for. I mean, things like Twitter, Facebook and all that, how they control bad comments. And I also have a view that, you know, to me, freedom of speech used to be, you go to Hyde Park, you sit on a box, you can soapbox, you can say what you want.
Yeah.
But guess what? I know who you are. The problem with social media
Yeah.
is people have these pseudonyms, you don't know who they are.
They
so
could be
therefore
bots,
they
yeah.
they could be bots. They take no responsibility for what they say.
That's so well said.
This actually brings me to this point, you know, about the COVID-19 virus. How in some countries the people react differently. I mean, in that sense, Malaysia, you know, the Malaysians are very good.
Yeah.
When they are told to wear masks, they wear masks, you know. But there are some countries they
don't care.
And this, you know, in a way relates to what you were talking about in football.
Yeah.
You know, somehow it exists, you know, in almost all countries.
Yeah. The ignorance level
Precisely.
that it is there.
Bola sepak terhangat sudah tiba. Rekrut bintang-bintang pemain bola terhebat bagi pasukan anda. Uji formasi dan taktik anda untuk mengalahkan pengurus lain. Bina pasukan impian anda hari ini